Before we talk about Taylor Hendricks, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, especially if you're a Jazz fan. Okay, guys, today we're talking about Taylor Hendricks and the plan for him and his future with the Utah Jazz. When the Utah Jazz took Taylor Hendricks, a lot of people thought that he would be one of those players you could just plug and play. He would right away contribute, and that didn't really happen last year. He played in the G League. It took some time for him to develop, and then it was a little bit of a mixed bag when he came into the starting lineup post-trade deadline. Well, the Jazz are still high on Taylor Hendricks, and we got some interesting news this offseason. This came from Media Day yesterday. Will Hardy mentioned that Taylor Hendricks has gained 21 pounds this offseason. Now, why would he do that? If he's going to be playing on the wing, maybe at the 3 or the 4, you likely want to be as light as you can because you want to be as quick as you can driving to the basket. But if you're gaining 21 pounds, why would you do that? Well, I think, and I'm going to say here that I would put money on it. Taylor Hendricks is likely going to be playing center for the Utah Jazz, whether it's this season or down the road, because putting on that weight is going to help him do what? Stand up against the biggest, strongest centers in the league. Now, if some of you think, well, Taylor Hendricks, he's not big enough to do that. Let me just remind you, Taylor Hendricks is 6'9", 6'10". You know who else is 6'9"? Bam Adebayo. Is anyone out there saying Bam Adebayo isn't big enough to play center in the NBA? No, he's borderline all-star every season and borderline defensive player of the year. If Taylor Hendricks, who we know has that defensive talent, can put on this strength, can withstand the beating that these starting centers get in the NBA, he can absolutely do that. And when you consider his ability to shoot the ball from 3, his ability to switch on every player on defense, and we heard that in Media Day yesterday that that's something he's going to do, is he's going to guard the best player and switch 1 through 5. That makes him an incredibly versatile player. And then when you consider the future of the Jazz, if Lauri Markkanen is part of this Jazz team's future, if the Jazz are going to go get a wing in the draft, if they get lucky and get Cooper Flagg or Ace Bailey, or even like a Traore or Dylan Harper or a VJ Edgecombe, then they have guys that can play on the wing, and they can have Taylor Hendricks on the floor with Lauri Markkanen and whoever they draft in this upcoming draft, which makes this team even more interesting. The Jazz would potentially be able to switch 1 through 5 at all 5 positions, except for the guard if Keontae George is there, but they would have incredible size, incredible versatility. Every position can shoot. And so, guys, this is what's going to happen with Taylor Hendricks. If he can do it, it makes him incredibly valuable for this Utah Jazz team. Guys, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the All-Stars. Post-game shows are coming. Season's like a week or 2 away.